Oh yeah. Yeah.
Hey. Shimmy shoulders. Trina's shimmy shoulders.
Hey.
The shimmy shoulders. The Trina shimmy shoulders.
He bringing anything.
Palomas. Frozes. Whatever the hell it's called. Got us lit.
All right.
It's more than just wine in them shits.
Oh, it's definitely more than wine. It's definitely more than
They
wine.
got some things in there.
Woo! I'm feeling good.
All right, I'm going to get one more hype song.
One more hype song? Okay. I'm here for it.
Oh, wait. Wait. It ain't over yet. It's not over yet. It's not
Phone.
over yet.
Bring out the phone. Bring out the
Phone. That is when the foam comes down.
Because drop it down. The machine
The
just
foam.
Have you been to a phone party?
I've been to Vegas.
You didn't answer the question.
No. But have you partied in Vegas?
No, I've never partied.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's talk on the pod.
Okay.
Because we're not started. We're recording, but we haven't started yet.
Okay. Because I'm saying, have you been to a phone party? I went to a 5K, foam 5K race.
Oh, those look fun.
It was so amazing.
Besides the running part.
We walked. We walked. And
Alexa.
it was a nighttime glow in the dark.
One more.
Okay. It was a glow in the dark foam 5K run at night with the foam party.
Alexa, volume up.
Oh, you about to get me up?
Hey.
Oh, about to get up.
Yeah.
About to move up. Oh.
Hey. Hey. That's how we get hype. Alexa, volume up. Yeah.
Okay.
We never even heard anything else from him. This song was so dope.
Oh, what happened?
Come on, when you have a song that goes like this, it's hard to follow.
You gotta do it again. You should have two.
Maybe he listen. There's no two of these.
You gotta have two songs like
And
this.
the video was crazy too.
Yeah, like, come on.
Superstar.
Hey. Star.
Music.
Have you ever been to a club in Baltimore?
No.
Man. Listen, you ain't never partied and sweated and danced until this comes on at the Paradox in Baltimore. Oh my God. Just sweat and funk everywhere. And everybody getting it, just going. What?
Yo.
Jump.
Alexa, off.
Jump.
Listen,
Jump.
man. Listen.
Music.
Welcome to episode 31 of the Where's Brunch podcast.
Hey, I thought this was 30.
Is it?
It's 30.
Let's see.
Last week was 29.
Welcome to episode 30 of the Where's Brunch podcast.
Hot music.
Oh man, we hype over here, yo.
Hey.
We should play that every week to get us hype. That's our hype song.
I'm gonna get up and dance.
Listen, man. Jeez, I'm sweating over here right now.
Mine. I've been sweating since we've been in the car. Shoot, I've been dancing the
Check our Instagram stories. Oh, it's too late by the time you hear
the
this.
next day. But listen,
I should have posted that to our timeline. That's hilarious.
listen. The way I've been dancing this evening.
I love it, man.
Whew, cheers to us.
I love it. Oh, cheers to us. This is called building community.
Shout out to Unwind, Jess at Unwind.
Jessica.
What's up, Jess?
Jess.
We just came back from Unwind.
Hold up. Jess is a... Jess. Jess over at Unwind.
Supporter.
Applause and horn.
Listener, supporter, shared, watcher, all those things. She watches the pod. She loves us. And Jess, we got some frozen paloma and prickly pear paloma and frosé while we were at our neighborhood wine shop.
This paloma is delicious.
And this frosé.
That frosé is out of this world.
It tastes like, I don't know what else is in this.
You've been holding on to that for a little bit. I saw you came in. You came in here.
I did the swipe.
She did the swipe. You know what I'm saying? One has an F, one has a P. She put the P over my.
I gave it a P.
I think she didn't connect that P to confuse me a little bit. She wrote the letters on her.
I gave you the P.
Pause. That sounds kind of crazy. Hey, yo.
If you see these dogs in your front yard, just know upstairs I'm going hard. Bing bong.
Bing bong.
Yo. How are you, man?
I'm feeling fabulous. How are you
You look
today?
great.
Thank you.
Your outfit just crushed today.
Thank you so much. It's an outfit.
The hair is like boom pow.
Oh, the new haircut. Yes. I got a haircut a couple of weeks ago.
You swiping your bangs on me right
swiping
now?
my bangs.
You swiped your bangs? You know what I'm saying? Look real good, yo.
Thank you, honey.
Sneakers is popping.
Thank you. The sneakers. I wore an outfit all by you today.
Oh yeah, I did buy you that
bought
dress.
me this dress.
Didn't I?
You did.
And the sneakers.
Shout out to Everlane. The sneakers. My dress is Everlane, in case you guys are wondering. And the sneakers I had on today were Air Max.
Nike Air Max, the Great Indoors joints.
The Great Indoors.
The first iteration of the Great Indoors, not the brand new ones.
I'm trying not to get him to eat that. Beans.
Bing's down there eating his
Don't eat that.
toys.
Oh, Jesus.
He's like, if I lay down on my side and look pitiful and eat the toy, then okay. So yeah, you look amazing. You smelled great today. What's this new thing you got going on? What's this new scent?
I'm wearing Fenty perfume.
You did speak about that in the last pod a little bit.
That I was considering. I was on the fence about getting it. And then I got a small bottle because I've never smelled it before and I didn't know how it would work with my body composition. Because you know how sometimes stuff don't last on your body. Like you spray it and it's gone.
Yeah.
This stuff, do you want to eat?
It's there. Maybe. No.
So it really, they say when Rihanna wears it, she smells delicious. So I just want to make sure, I just need to know if you want to eat me because, you know, it does really smell amazing.
I mean, it depends on how I feel. You'll definitely get bitten.
Okay. I'm down for the bites.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? I said my dad a little video of the pit bull beating up a coyote earlier. I come from a long line of purebreds.
Lord have mercy. We're already going here.
Yeah, listen today. Let me do what black folks do.
Yes.
And like 20 minutes into the conversation, say, first of all, fuck driving to Baltimore from Alexandria, Virginia.
Oh, wow. It was a day. It was a day of traffic.
Completely worth going up there.
Absolutely.
One of my my man Joe's, his daughter, and I'll just call her my goddaughter, Kennedy. You know what I'm saying? She graduated from college today.
Morgan State, congratulations.
Morgan State. Shout out to Kennedy. Black excellence, black brilliance. She's a very smart young woman and a hustler on top of that.
Yes.
She got her stuff together. I'm very, very proud of her and them.
Yes.
As a family.
Yes. And congratulations, congratulations to the parents.
That's right.
Because the parents are rearing these new individuals coming into society as adults and college graduates. So congratulations to the parents.
Congratulations to the Sampsons.
To the Sampsons. To the family. It was so good. I got to talk to Morgan today, too. We was talking about FAMU and
Morgan's
stuff.
so dope, man.
I love it.
Look, Morgan goes to FAMU, and not to take away from Kennedy, because today is her day for sure.
Yes.
And but this is Sampson's day, right?
Yay.
And shout out to them, man. I love them. You know what I'm saying? It's family. And Morgan has always been for me. I just knew she was gonna be great.
Yeah.
I always did. I've been saying the same thing for a long time. And her going to, she's in FAMU, for her going to college, it's just like a stepping stone. She could really be in the industry, directing some videos.
Doing it.
She can be doing all time at this age. She's just got done with her freshman year. She is out of here. So her creativity is so crazy.
I just love to see the confidence.
Yeah.
I love to see that the planning, the future, what she's working on. She's telling me about her team.
Yeah.
So congratulations to Kennedy for walking up in there like
Kennedy.
a superstar.
You saw the outfit today?
Yes, come on, outfit. Yes, outfit.
Shout out to the outfit. Yeah.
That's how you celebrate your graduation, damn it.
She did step in there with style.
Yes, she did. It was such a great event. So great to see family.
She's so graceful.
Yes.
She reminds me of Tiffany so much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah, it's great. It's the family. Everybody came from out of town.
Yeah, that's what it's about. Your family coming to celebrate you from out of town, celebrating you graduating college. You know, it was just a
All
great.
from Arizona, from
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Ohio.
Hey.
From New York and Jersey, North Carolina. That's one thing I gotta give them. The family unit is nuts. And on both sides, they come together.
They come together. That's a beautiful thing.
It's dope.
It's so amazing. I'm so happy for them. And congratulations, Kennedy, on your graduation.
Congratulations, man. We got a card for Kennedy, and then we also got a card for the parents, Joe and Tiff, because they need to be celebrated for that. Like if it wasn't for them, Kennedy wouldn't be in a position that she's in today. Pause. You know what I mean?
Yes, parents do a lot. And parents be tired.
They be tired, yo.
You graduated a child from college. Let me tell you, you tired. Mm-hmm. You are, whoo. You're like, oh, Lord. Child.
You know what that feels like. You got one that graduated.
I got one that graduated. Praise the Lord. She graduated. She got a job. She's out here at Bryson Tiller concert tonight. She is doing her thing. Okay, she's
put her out there in the street. You putting her business out there in the streets,
she
man.
She is living her best life. By the time y'all hear this, the concert will have happened already. Mm-hmm. She is living her best.
And Taj is on his way.
Taj is graduating next year.
He graduated. He got 2 more semesters left, yo.
Ooh.
I got 2 more semesters of paying that monthly bill. Tuition. That tuition is no joke, yo.
So what's your first purchase gonna be when you ain't gotta pay tuition?
Probably a pair of Bally's or something. Oh. Probably be my 3rd or 4th one by then, because I'm buying some soon. I don't know what it's gonna be. Maybe I'll get some more cameras, man.
Oh, okay.
We gotta bulk up the situation, but we want to get that under the umbrella. We'll talk business off the air.
Yes.
But we want that to fall.
But I said,
fall under umbrella.
When Kennedy graduates, I'm getting a plane ticket. The price of tuition.
You did say that on the way home.
The price of a semester of tuition. I'm getting a luxury.
You said let's be clear. You said you're gonna spend $2,500 on a plane ticket. Yes. So are you gonna call the airport like back in the day and say, listen,
can I get a ticket?
Where can I go for $2,500? Not less.
Listen, I want it to be first class, business class. If we travel in 19 hours, listen, we might mess around and be in Australia.
Australia? I can go too?
You can go too.
Because you ain't say nothing about me in the car.
But my ticket is $2,500.
Oh, I might be back there in coach.
Listen,
it's up to me.
You got to get your ticket too. Because you ain't going to be paying tuition either.
If y'all haven't realized, all of our money don't just go in one big pot. Not yet. Maybe 10 years down the line. Maybe we say, you know what, we tired. Yeah. Let's just put it all in one pot. I don't know. Right now, if I want to fly first class with her, I got to buy my own ticket. We may or may not sit next to each other. Because she going to buy her ticket when I'm not even around. And I'm going to have to catch up.
Oh my God.
Clearly.
I didn't realize how that sounded.
No. We here. This is the red light is on. This is recording.
Okay, well, dearest, love of my love.
Do we have to get tipsy before we shoot this podcast every time for it to really be entertaining? I don't know. It kind of feels like that. That's
all I know is when I ain't got to pay tuition no more, that plane ticket is getting purchased. Listen, I don't know if we going to the Maldives. I don't know where we go. We flying Emirates, whatever it is. That the plane ticket, that's what the price of my ticket is going to be. I'm going to sip champagne. I'm going to take a shower on the plane. I'm changing into PJs.
Also, a lot of eyes. A lot of eyes. No eye teams, huh?
I'm luxuriating.
But is it me?
It's us. Okay, we are luxuriating.
Okay,
we are putting all kinds of things when tuition payments are done. Hallelujah.
Persian shea butters.
Because you're about to act a fool next year when your tuition is done being paid. I already know it.
She tells no lies. She tells no lies.
I got a whole nother year after you, tuition. A whole nother year. Okay? I'm watching you act a straight rabbit ass fool.
I'm doing pretty good as far as geniuses go.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be mad.
Listen, I'm telling y'all right now. This is what I'm telling y'all. I'm not gonna say how much I spend per month per semester, right? 5 payments. We split it up in payments because they be acting stupid. But I paid. My son goes to FIT. It's the Fashion Institute of Technology in Manhattan, New York City, and he ain't got no scholarships. He ain't got no. We ain't not doing no aid.
Yeah.
Me and his mom split tuition down the middle.
Ooh.
And we pay for his tuition every month.
Ooh.
So y'all go ahead and Google it.
At least my child is an RA.
Google it. Yeah.
She's an RA. We got in-state tuition privileges. But
and I'm paying for half of his rent and utilities, which may continue. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, if I feel froggy. He don't watch this shit anyway, so he don't know. So if I decide not to, he won't know the difference.
oh my gosh.
So yeah, New York City, Brooklyn, Manhattan. It's all good, man. It's worth it at the end of the day. So with all that said, we went all the way to Baltimore to celebrate Kennedy.
Yes.
And the Sampsons. And driving there was fine.
Yeah, it was a smooth drive. There was a little bit of traffic in Maryland when we were getting into the Baltimore region.
Right.
But for the most part, it was smooth.
But graduation itself was at 9:30 in the morning. And we live in Virginia, so that's a 2-hour trek for us. We decided not to do that. We decided to show up for the celebration at 2 o'clock.
Yes.
Right?
We
Which
were
is a
early.
great idea.
We were
early.
Yes.
Damn, I left my vinyl in the car.
You did?
Yes, I left my vinyl in the car. I just
Okay.
realized
Well, we
that
locked the
because I
doors.
bought some vinyl when we were out there, and because we were early, and then we had a good time with everybody, and then we had to drive home.
Oh my gosh.
And it took us BW Parkway. Now, anyway, I'm not sure if you guys out there. I use Google Maps all the time just to possibly avoid traffic and accidents. If they happen in different places, it'll do that for you.
Yes.
So it took us BW Parkway.
Yes.
What happened?
We was sitting there.
Yo.
We was sitting there. And we were sitting in a dead zone at some point.
The music went
The
out.
music just stopped. Like there was just nothing. We're just sitting there. A couple of times, one time the government police vehicle came through the middle. But here's my thing.
Pause.
If you're going to have me sitting in traffic, give me something to see at some point when the traffic breaks.
If there's
Give
an
me some
accident, I want to see it.
I want to see the accident.
I want to see wreckage.
I want to see the people on the side of the road. I want to see something.
But not
for
hurt,
why
though. You mean
I've
people,
been
like, waiting on the side of the
I want
road.
to see the cars on the side of the road,
Oh,
waiting
I
for
was
the tow
about to say,
truck,
damn.
waiting for AAA, whatever they doing. I want to see it, okay? I want to see it to give me justification for the
why the
additional
hell?
25 minutes of slow rolling
Yes.
that we were doing on BW Parkway.
Listen, man.
And we got nothing. There was no cars. There were no people. There was no fender bender. There weren't even emergency assistance anywhere.
Nothing.
Just all of a sudden, it just opened up.
But the tow trucks might have got there and got everybody out by the
Don't
time we
lie.
got there.
I want to see something. Tow trucks don't move that fast. They would.
You don't know when it happened, babe. It gonna happen.
We were sitting there. We were sitting there.
Yeah, it was rough, yo. So it took us a long time to get back to the VA side.
Yes.
And then we decided we have more events going on tomorrow.
Yes.
Right,
Sunday fun day.
Sunday fun day,
Or
little
Sunday sip day.
Sunday sipping something.
Sip-
It's a
Sunday.
little
Here.
shindig happening here in the building.
In the building.
Mimosas and snacks.
Yes.
We need to go to Wegmans in the morning and get snacks.
Oh, okay.
So we had to stop by. We decided to stop by our favorite wine bar, as we expressed in the beginning, Unwind.
Unwind.
Yeah. That's family. That's family. They're family now.
They are.
They're family.
They are really.
They're family.
Everybody in there, just magnificent.
Yep.
Just
And,
so family and welcoming and just everything. Just great.
And then what happened when we got to Unwind? We got these. We got these frozen
we got these frozen drinks.
beverages
Yes, we were talking to Jess and I saw
that
the,
we held on to until we got home before we started drinking, right?
No, I was drinking in a car.
Hey, man, that's not. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to bring the heat on the people.
Bring what?
Heat on.
I
on
wasn't
wine.
driving.
Yeah, you weren't. That's true.
I was in the passenger seat.
That's true.
So it could get to go.
Go ahead. Go ahead. What else? Well, I don't want to bring heat on family. You know
I'm not trying to bring heat on them, but they packed it to go for us.
I know. They did, baby.
And then gave me straw.
Yes, they did. I hope that's all above ground there.
Okay.
I hope that's all good to go. But go ahead.
We have some Pet Nat that we purchased.
Yeah, we'll drink that in the second half of the show.
Second half of the show, we'll drink that. And we were checking out, and we saw Chet.
Oh, Brett.
We saw Brett.
Shout out to Brett and
Shout
Nikki.
out to Brett and
They
Nikki.
got married.
They got married. And they work on the other side at Revel, which is the restaurant. I feel like we need to have like a meet and greet or something.
We
over
gotta
at
go to Revel, yeah.
Yeah, we need to have a happy hour meet and greet.
Ooh.
I'm always here.
Ooh.
I'm shooting on all cylinders here. I'm shooting on all cylinders. Shooting on all
Where's
cylinders.
Brunch meet and greet
Yes.
at
Revel.
Revel? Yes, indeed.
Jess, did you hear that? Okay.
Super soon.
Yes, super soon. We need to do.
They have a brunch there too.
Yes, they do. So, we saw bread and we cashed out, we paid. I like tapped the card, walked away, hugging bread, all the stuff. Everything's on the bar, and then just hands us a baguette of bread. She's like, "Here, take some bread with you."
Yes.
So there's a whole baguette of bread near that I'm so ready to warm up and dip in oil.
That was. We talking about the bread still?
Dip it in oil.
Are we still talking about the bread? Is what I'm asking. She said, I'm just, I'm just saying, y'all listen. I'm here for it. Just Trina. She is gone. Listen, she wants to dip in oil and what was it? What'd you say? Dip in oil and what?
Dip it in oil and I don't know.
Something. I don't know. I lost track. Yeah, she gave us a gigantic loaf of French bread. Baguette. Do you need me to take over for a few minutes? I need to cut your mic off. You didn't. I thought that was on purpose. She is. If y'all can see her, people listening, if y'all can see her, man, we having a good time today.
I just want to dip it in oil.
She just dipping in oil over here. Like, yo, hey.
Okay. I'm done.
Yeah, so she gave us a big ass loaf of bread. It's like, yo, I think that was the moment I realized I was happy to be back in Virginia. Because I don't think anyone in Maryland would ever give me a loaf of French bread.
Yeah, a baguette, baby. It's a baguette.
Isn't it French bread though?
Yeah, but
yeah. I don't. If I want to say baguette, I want to say baguette. I want to say French bread.
It's not a loaf though. A loaf is just the sliced things.
Whatever, man.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
And baguette.
Yes.
You break it off. You know what I'm saying?
I'm so ready. And so then you went to the ABC store.
I don't cut the bread with a knife. I rip it like a man's supposed to.
You rip it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But go ahead.
Rip it and dip it.
And dip
Rip
it.
and dip it.
I'm ripping the bread and dipping it. We have enough olive oil here.
We have so many olive oils here, ladies and gentlemen. We can dip in all types of flavors of oil.
Mm-hmm. So, what were you about to ask me? So we left there with the froze and the paloma and the bread and 3 bottles of wine, right? 3 or 2? You got 2?
3.
3 bottles of wine, and then I had to go to the ABC to get some Saint Germain to spruce up these mimosas at this little event tomorrow. So
Yeah.
and we finally made it home, and then rain was coming in. So we were considering going out to watch the fight tonight.
Oh, it's raining.
It's crazy outside, and it took us a long time to get back here from Baltimore. It took a very long time, and getting home, it just makes you realize how much you love being home.
Listen, there's going to be some comfortable PJs, a kimono, and whatever I'm ordering for dinner.
And then you're right, and we still had to shoot the pot.
Yeah, we had to do this. I kind of forgot about this because I was like, oh, wait. Are we doing that tomorrow?
No. I'm like, no, I got to edit tomorrow. So I'm going to have to go to this little mimosa thing and then come back and edit for the rest of the day.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So
And that mimosa thing, I'm sure it's going to be crazy tomorrow.
it's going to be cool. It'll be chill. We'll see how it goes.
Folks, I can't wait. We're going to meet neighbors.
Meet neighbors.
Yeah,
That's
we get
always
to
a fun
meet
thing.
neighbors. It's like a social event, our social coordinators in our building are doing this so the neighbors can meet each other. So it's whether you've been here 2 weeks or 2 years.
That's
Get
right.
to meet your neighbors.
Look at you.
I know.
Like a commercial over there.
Yeah. I'm great.
So that's why we I think this is more like a combination of alcohol and delirium. That's why we so turned up right now. And the music, right?
And the music. Oh, listen, we've been listening to some music today, okay?
We have, yo.
We've been listening to some great
You
music.
said Set It Off came on in the car. Oh my God.
9 minutes of 12 seconds of pure crazy.
The song, it's like 3 songs in one.
It really is.
Y'all know that song? Set It Off? Oh
by
my
Strafe,
God.
y'all.
Oh my God, that's a classic. That's
It
one of
was
my favorites.
released in 1984
She
and
looked
it
it up.
still slaps today. And if you know some of the Greek letter organizations, they actually step to that song a lot. But if you just listen to Set It Off, it was one of my favorite songs as a kid. I remember it being out and me playing with my Barbie townhouse. And it playing on my red boom box and me trying to sing the song and teach my Barbies and pull the string because my Barbie townhouse had an elevator. But you had to pull the string for the elevator to
I
go up
remember
and
that.
down.
I remember that.
And that song brings me back to my childhood. And then just as an adult and then finding the song, looking for the song on iTunes, finding it, purchasing it. Because if you go on Tidal, you can't find the version.
You can't find it out there?
No, it's on iTunes only.
It's on iTunes only? Really?
I mean, yeah, I bought
That's
it.
silly.
I bought it on iTunes.
And so you have it downloaded on your phone.
Yeah, so it's saved. It's mine. I paid.
Is it still
for
out
it.
there?
I think it's still out there, but it is not.
No,
on Tidal.
iTunes is dead now, right? Did they get rid of? They got rid of iTunes, right?
Well, no, it's
You don't
still
have to do it,
there.
but you don't have to look anything
Yeah,
up.
it's still there because they're offering me like. Oh no, it's called Apple Music.
Apple Music. That's right. They
Yeah.
got rid of iTunes. And made
So
it
they
Apple
got
Music.
rid of Apple. They got rid of iTunes, and now they're offering me 3 months of Apple Music for free, and I still haven't signed up for it. They gave it to me with my phone, but I have music that I bought like my Prince music, all my Prince catalogs. I actually uploaded my CDs to my iTunes
Oh, did you?
way back when it was iTunes. So when we were listening to those Prince songs, those were all my CDs.
Who is it by again?
Strafe, STRAFE.
Oh, it's out. Oh no, this is a remix.
It's a remix. Trust
It's a
me, I
remix
looked.
on Tidal.
I looked.
Ooh, wow.
So I bought the original version over there on iTunes.
That's
A
interesting.
million years ago.
That's interesting. I'm glad
You
you
know-
did that.
Yes.
Otherwise, you had to go to YouTube.
Yeah. So
9-minute song.
9 minutes and 12 seconds.
Mm.
It was like the song was about to end and he came back with
He
a
did.
minute and 10 seconds left
I told
and started singing again.
I told Trina while the beat was playing after his first, he got done with his verses. He probably went and snorted some coke or something.
Took his shirt
then
off.
like decided to start singing again. He came back and sang some more at the 7 to 7.5 minute mark or so.
Gangsta.
Gangsta.
But classic.
It is. I love that
It's
song. That's one of
29
my
years. It's
favorites.
about to be 30 years old.
That's crazy.
And it's rocking.
Slaps.
Slaps. Set it off.
Are we going to be able to get to actual topics in this podcast today?
I don't know. So let's try. We were advised
Back to drinking.
back to drinking. First of all, can we toast?
First of all,
First of all, can we toast to being nominated by our peers as podcast of the year?
we got nominated, y'all.
We are nominated.
Shout out to the Hughes Society.
Shout out to the Hughes Society, who's all about bringing community, building community, exposing folks to wine and spirits from the BIPOC community.
Yes.
Exposing us to wine, exposing us to experiences, exposing us to building more community, coming together, learning. They have study sessions, they have tasting events, they have wine tours, they do all of these things. And the Wine and Culture Fest, which is happening in July, at the end of July in Atlanta, I will be attending because I want to attend. Because I want to attend. Are you going to go?
I don't know if I'm going or not.
Okay, but you should go.
Probably not. I don't know though.
You should go. So the Wine and Culture Fest is going to be happening the last weekend in July. And during the Wine and Culture Fest is the Roses and Rose Awards dinner, banquet, etc. And we were nominated for an award for Best Podcast. Which is pretty huge considering
dope.
we're like 30 podcasts in.
Yeah.
And
Not even that at that
we
point.
do drink wine on the podcast.
Yes.
We talk a little bit about the wine.
Yes.
But we're not like necessarily a wine podcast.
But we're already in the industry.
We're in the wine
I'm
and
on the
spirits.
whiskey side. I'm in the spirit side, and you're on the wine side,
Yes.
and you know what I'm saying. So that two people coming together do a podcast, they recognize that it's dope. Let's toast to that for real.
Let's toast to that.
Toast
This
to that
is
for
a
real.
Vermentino Pet Net out of Australia that we're sipping tonight. All right.
Y'all ever had pet nats before? Go ahead.
Pet
babe.
Nats.
You sip.
Alright.
You can sip for.
Alright,
Yo,
I'll
pet nat is wild, man. They be giving off some. The nose on this thing is serious.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
You talk to the people. I'm about to sip.
Okay, so if you don't know about Pet Nat, it's a bubbly of sorts. It's the wine in its natural state, hence the Pet Nat. The fermentation process is different from, say, a champagne or a sparkling wine. So it's the lighter end of bubbles, and the bottles are capped with these bottle caps. You know, like
Yeah,
the
like
pop
a
open,
soda.
like a soda, right? But it is a sparkling. It may be a little cloudy on the bottom from the sediments, and because it's more so a natural, unfiltered wine, and it's pretty cool. So we're
I'm
drinking.
getting more and more into pet nats.
We've had some pretty cool
This is
pet
good.
nats lately. So this one is called Seafoam from Unico Zello. It's out of Australia. It's a Vermentino 2022 Riverland, ancient sandy limestone soils, Nogwait country, a place called Kokomo.
This is not a commercial
This is not
for
a
our
commercial,
listeners.
but Jess over at Unwind highly recommended that
She
we
went
try
crazy when
this.
we said we was
And
drinking on the
it's
pod.
actually pretty damn
You
good.
know what I want to say?
What?
For a person who is like might be a beer drinker, thinking to get into wine, Pet Nat is your pathway into
It's
wine.
a great start. Absolutely.
It reminds me of beer,
It
but it's not like beer.
It does.
You know what I mean?
It's like almost like how kombucha is like
Yeah.
the wine, the alcohol is a little bit, but it's still a little bit of wine kind of
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It takes me there. The nose of it alone takes me to beer.
Yeah, but this is yummy.
This is really good.
That's why I got 2 bottles because I had a feeling the way she was talking about it. Yeah, give me 1 chilled bottle and 1 unchilled bottle.
You know, our experience at Unwind tonight made me think. And there's other stuff that happened there that we won't talk about right now, right? But it made me think about this whole concept of community that we've been talking about.
Absolutely.
You know, building a community is critical, not just in the creative space, I think, but just in life in general. Right? Like we experience community in different ways today.
Yeah, he did.
You know what I'm saying? Graduation situation. That's family, of course. And,
And
it's
we saw our
community.
friends too. Our family.
Yeah, right. Family.
We saw our family.
Our family.
Today.
Yeah, that's our community. That's our village.
Yes.
I mean, our whole marriage is based on the concept of village.
Absolutely.
Right. We talked about this ahead of time and we agreed on it. And so, you know, you have that. Right. So I don't know where community falls in to village. I think village is more of something that you can really, grasp. Right.
Yeah.
And the whole community is kind of like a, more of a feel, I guess, or like it's a little less tangible, I think, than
Correct.
village.
Because some of the community that you have, you may have never met in person.
That's true.
You may exchange good vibes. You may exchange pleasantries on social media or via email or via text or via DM or what have you. But they are part of a community of like-minded people.
Yes. Yes.
We believe in some of the same things. We like some of the same things.
We believe in each other.
Yeah.
You know, so I think you foster and you build these relationships and you foster them, right? You feed them, you nurture them, you build them, you know, and you just pay attention to them. Like in my really heavy whiskey and kicks days of going into DC to these different events or going to if I went to an event in DC, I would stop off at some of the bars just to visit some of the bartenders that I've worked with or that I know, and that just helped to build those relationships.
Because you're a rock star in every whiskey space that you walk into. Everybody knows your name. Brocky. Oh, whiskey and cakes. Oh, I watch your thing. Oh, this is my guy, Brocky. He doesn't pay for anything.
Oh, stop
Brocky.
that. Don't say that. I'm cutting that out. Stop.
No, but you have a name in the community of people loving what you contribute.
Right.
To the community. And you're not only just contributing, you're also giving back. You do things that encourage other people to help you in giving back to the cause of the shoe drive.
Yeah, that too. And it's not just, and so what I was saying contributes to that, like stopping off to say hello, just to check in with them at these different bars. Now, I would be driving home. I'd be driving home and they be trying, every time when I start, they're trying to give me shots and stuff. I'm like, no, I'm not here to drink. I gotta go. I have to go home. Yeah. So it's not like I'm doing it to just benefit off of them. Right. But I really rock with some of them. You know what I'm saying? It's
say
like,
hi.
I want to say hey. You know what I'm saying? What's good?
Part of the hey is, what are you drinking?
Right. So then when I come back with my wife for dinner, the bill looks a little different than it would if I, you know what I'm saying? But, and that's community, I think.
I believe so. I believe that part of the community's piece in doing the good work and putting out the good information and putting out educational information and putting out innovative information, people will gravitate towards you and join the community.
Yeah. Yeah, and so that's what, yes, I agree 1,000%. And here we are, episode 30 of Where's Brunch, and we've been focusing on getting better at our craft, and that will never stop.
No, will never.
However, we are trying to make a conscious decision to build our community.
Yes.
From this moment forward.
Yes.
We've been talking about it, and we're gonna, we're gonna just simply start going live on Instagram more. You know what I'm saying? Just interacting.
We're talking about meet and greets for local folks who want to meet and hang out with us.
We are doing that.
We're gonna do a meet and greet kind of happy hour thing. The lives, a brunch. Some
brunch. We got brunch ideas.
We have brunch ideas because people want to not only a listener said to me, I want to interact. I want to give my feedback directly to you guys. So when we're doing these podcasts, people want to talk back. They're yelling probably at their phone, kind of like how you do when you're watching Joe Budden.
Yeah,
like, you're
shout out to Joe Budden, yo. Shout out to Joe Budden.
You yell at the phone. Like,
that's funny. That's
hold
funny.
up. And for me, listening to podcasts is really a bit therapeutic. Some people have their different methods of listening to podcasts. Jess said she listens to her podcast when she lays down and she's in her bed relaxing.
Yep.
I listen to my podcasts while I'm teleworking. I put them on not as white noise, but as a way for me to really tune in and listen to the discussion and really tune into the topics. Yeah. Because if I'm doing something else, like I'm supposed to be washing dishes or I'm supposed to be doing this and that, no, I can't really, and if it's a wild topic, then I'm yelling about it. Oh, wait a minute, hold up. Let me rewind that. So, the community piece of it is, not only us putting out podcasts, but also hearing back from the listeners.
I do miss that from Sensory Sunday, and we're bringing Sensory Sunday back.
Yes,
so
because it has been requested.
We are bringing Sensory Sunday back via Where's Brunch. Sensory Sunday was its own entity before, but now it's a segment of the Where's Brunch podcast. Yeah. So we will be going live on Sunday evenings, 7:00 on Instagram. Sensory Sunday. We want to know what you guys are feeling, what you guys are thinking about. We want to interact with folks. We want to have conversation and have a good time. And hopefully we'll be having some DJs performing, spinning some music in the beginning of the sessions at 7:00. So 7 to 7:15. It's just gonna be up.
Yeah, music.
It's just gonna be up. getting us ready for the combo.
Yeah, and thank you to everyone who gave us feedback when we were doing Sensory Sunday that we should do a podcast.
Y'all the reason why we started this.
Y'all the reason why we started it.
Appreciate it.
Seriously, we really started this podcast because we received feedback and we listened.
Yup. Now,
plain and simple.
Yep, and that's it. And some of those folks who said y'all should start a podcast, they disappeared, but it's cool. The other ones are still here.
You know what?
We love y'all.
But it's also the ways of which people receive the information.
It's how they consume.
Because some people are just used to consuming it on Instagram. So there are people who've watched all of our snippets.
Yeah.
All the shorts that you put out.
Yeah, they love that.
They watch those, but they've never gone in and listened to an actual full podcast.
Yeah.
Then there are some people who only listen to podcasts. I'm a very auditory learner, so I like to listen to a podcast.
You went to college?
A 50 Cent word. And then there are folks who are visual learners who want to watch the podcast and look at us and see what we got on and see what we drinking and see what we doing and see how we interact. Yeah. So everyone receives the information, and sometimes it's hard for people to jump from one side to the other. One of my good friends from high school said to me, I listen to you guys, but I always mean to go comment on YouTube and I never get to it.
Yeah.
You know, so it's just
like that.
It's like that. But I'm like, oh, girl, don't worry about it. Thank you for listening.
Yes, I appreciate it. Just let us know. Yeah. We said this last time. Like, just let us know, yo. Just let us know. Yeah. We love that. We love that.
Like, comment, leave a review wherever you're watching or listening to it. Let us know that you watched.
Now, I've got myself to the point where the numbers and stuff, like this is whatever for me, because it's all about for me it's all about us perfecting our craft and just building on what we're doing. So we're only at episode 30.
We're only at episode 30.
You know what I'm saying? So just keep going. Like, you hear stories about people popping off at year 5 and all that kind of stuff. I'm not even focusing. What did the let's see, Quincy Jones? I posted something about Quincy Jones in my stories.
Quincy Jones, because you know Quincy Jones been wilding for the night.
Hold on. Let me turn this volume down. Quincy Jones, he said, hold on, let me find this in my stories, y'all. This is profound, and I might not have it, so
Ooh, that pet nat is
but
good.
He basically said, the moment you start talking about success and money, the moment a creator starts talking about success and money, God leaves the room.
Oh, well, that's not good.
But you see what he's saying? Like, focus on the craft, yo. Focus on the craft.
I genuinely love sitting here and talking to you.
Oh, it's fun.
I know that we are a married couple.
We are.
But what you guys maybe don't know who are listening to us, but like 4 years ago, we didn't even know each other.
We didn't even. How about that concept? Isn't that crazy? I say that to you sometimes. I say that to you. I'm like, yo, can you, like, I don't, we didn't know each other.
We didn't know each other from a can of paint, okay? We met each other. We connected on so many levels. And these conversations that we're having over the podcast are like real live conversations that we would normally have. We were sitting on the couch.
That's true. Sometimes I'd be like, yo, stop. Save it.
Save it for the pod.
Save it for the pod, yo.
Save it for the pod. Because there was a time when his couch was like therapy couch. And I would just lay on the couch.
You would sit there, yeah.
And we would just sit and talk and just... So it's really great, and it's really great to connect. I loved sitting and talking to Joe's mom today and her telling me how she listens.
Yes, she is like #1 fan. Whiskey and Kicks and Where's Brunch. She is about that life. I love
Mama,
my other mama.
Yes, your other mama, Miss Wilma. Right?
Miss Wilma, yeah, Wilma.
Shout out to Miss Wilma. Thank you for listening.
Philadelphia's finest.
Thank you so much. It was so
She
nice
was supposed to be
you.
on one of my segments yesterday. We were supposed to do a sneaker unboxing, which we're gonna get to, but she's not gonna be a part of it because she's gonna be going back home. However, I want to say officially right here that I want to apologize to Wilma Sampson. Yeah, I want to apologize to Wilma Sampson because, and this, I was planning this on the show.
Really?
Yeah, I thought about apologizing to her on the show because Joe and I, as youngsters, we would drive up to Philly. We'd go into Philly to just run the streets. And we would get to Philly, and the first thing we would do is stop at this little spot around the corner from his house called Holidays.
Okay.
Holidays is just a local neighborhood, you know what I'm saying, cheesesteak spot.
Like a bodega? Oh, a cheesecake spot.
Yeah, if Philly had bodegas, it's kind of like that. No, it's not like a bodega. It's just a cheesesteak spot, right? So we would get our cheesesteaks fresh off the road, get cheesesteaks, go to the house. When we would get to the house, to Wilma's house, with Joe's mom. When we get to the house, Wilma has cooked roti skins.
Listen.
She's made curry chicken.
Listen.
We have everything you need to make a roti. If you're not familiar with Trinidadian roti, then get familiar. That's all I can say.
You rolling up in her house after she done cooked for you?
We would sit down. We didn't even know, but we knew, but we didn't know. You understand? Because we go over there all the time. Yeah. We would sit down, devour our cheesesteaks at the table, and run straight back out the house into the streets.
Oh, Lord, sweet baby Jesus.
And then the rotis is later. Once we get home after whatever. Yeah, exactly. Roti. You know what? I wanted to apologize to Wilma. I love her. I love Wilma.
Yes, Wilma. Lord have mercy. How you put up with these two?
There's not too many women outside my mom, you know what I'm saying, in that type of love. Like my mom, my boy Dex, his mom was like another mom for me. And then Joe's mom, Wilma. Yeah. Love.
She's so amazing.
I'd do anything for her.
As soon as I walked in, Trina, come here.
She's the best.
She is the best.
I hope she's listening to this. I'm sure she will.
Yes.
And just to know that you are loved and admired.
And we're gonna have you on the show.
Oh God. Oh my God. That's gonna be great.
Oh my gosh, that'll be fun.
He's great. So yeah, that's how it was. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's a little humor there, of course. Because I know she never felt no way about it. Well, maybe she did. And if she did, I really would feel bad. But we were young and we was running around. That's what moms do.
Moms will make sure that there's a pot of food.
That is so true.
A plate of food for the kids.
Yep.
My kids come home. What do they say? Mom, can you make some cilantro lime rice? Can you make whatever? They got a list. Can you make some salmon? Can you make this? Can you make that?
Yep.
And you make it. When your kids come home, you make the food because you know you want to feed them. You want to make sure that they're nourished.
Whatever they do, it's up to them. You made it for them. It's there for them.
It's there for them to eat.
Man, we was in the streets, Philly.
I want some more roti.
Listen. She don't make the skins like she used to. Oh. She will, but no, don't fret. She go to Teddy's House of Roti on Georgia Avenue. Oh, they get the skins from there. But she comes with the curry and stuff. Oh Wilma, if you listen to this, please hit me up. We gotta work something. I told her we'll probably visit Philly this summer.
Yeah, we need.
And we'll stop by the house this time.
Oh, that would be so awesome.
We'll stop by the house. I'll let her know ahead of time.
Oh my gosh,
their roti is so good.
I love it.
It's different. It's not like the restaurant stuff, yo.
I want the authentic.
It's so
real
good,
at home
yo.
Roti.
Oh
real at home roti is different. Yes,
it's different, baby. It's different.
Oh
so
that
the roti skin with the crumbs on the inside. Oh my God, y'all better get familiar, man.
Oh my gosh.
So
it's nothing like authentic home cooked meals.
It is. It's nothing like it.
It's nothing like, and if that's what you grown up with, like you're spoiled. You've been blessed.
Well, I'm spoiled at this point. Like, listen, I'm at home. We're making home. The home cooking over here is serious, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, I would invite y'all over, but I don't know if I want y'all over here eating up all my good food.
Listen, I've learned that is what we're supposed to do. I'm supposed to cook. I'm supposed to make sure that we have, proper nourishment in the house.
That's your department.
It's my department. Yes.
And every now and then I come over there and we're like.
Every now and again you come over and knock it out the park.
You know what I'm saying? I've got a couple comments about me chopping up herbs and stuff.
Today somebody's like, "Oh, Brocky, you in the kitchen
chopping up herbs,
chopping up herbs." And that meal was so amazing. Like,
Appreciate
people
it.
don't understand. It's a great thing. I am the cook in the house. That is my department. But one day I got my nails done and I came home late and he made the dinner and it was phenomenal.
Yeah, it was. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
As they would say on Dora the Explorer, delicioso.
Delicioso. It's funny because this concept of sitting there chopping herbs measuring them out, adding salt and pepper or whatever, maybe a little red pepper and olive oil and all this kind of stuff, just to make a marinade. This is not like, this is just to make the marinade. So then you put it on the meat, pause, and the meat sits there for 30 minutes, but ended up sitting there for like 2 hours because your nail appointments be crazy. And so this is something that I learned in this marriage, in this relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like wow, like she's like, she'll marinate meat and stuff like right before dinner time. I'm like, how does she get all this done in such a small amount of time?
Well, sometimes I start early. I would like.
But sometimes it's right on the
but
spot, baby.
sometimes
Sometimes you'll
it is
run
right
to the
on-
store to get food right before you cook it and stuff.
Yeah, sometimes it's like that. I mean, I have my spice blends that I have already in the house that I made.
Yes.
And then sometimes I would prefer old Trina, when I had kids in the house, would be marinating overnight.
You gotta plan out for the kids.
Yeah, I had to plan out for the kids. So
Gotta
I would
plan
need to
out.
know for the week. I would usually do it like on Sunday and plan out, okay, on Monday I'm gonna make this and I have enough to make it Monday and Tuesday. And on Wednesday I'm gonna make this and it's gonna last Wednesday and Thursday. And on Friday I'm not cooking.
Yeah, you gotta plan that out. Yeah, for sure.
I would plan, and I would marinate my meats in a bag. And they would be sitting in the fridge.
like a Ziploc bag.
In a Ziploc bag. They would be marinating. So
Yeah, well, you
I like to cook with fresh stuff.
Yes.
I like fresh
God, y'all
herbs. I like fresh
it, yo.
vegetables. I like fresh everything. I like fresh spices. When I talk to my coworkers and I listen to them talk about the grocery store, and they say where they're shopping, and I say, well, I only shop the perimeter. And they're like, what do you mean? The perimeter is usually the way traditional grocery stores are made. The produce is around the side. The meats or the fish is around the back. And then you come back up and you check out. I don't go through the middle. I don't go through the packaged processed rices and all those things because I make everything fresh.
I want to apologize to some of these, some of our listeners, some of the male listeners possibly, who, this is a somber moment right now. I'm sorry if your household, your wife, your girlfriends, maybe even your mom, they don't use terms like shopping the perimeter. I've never heard that term before.
You've never heard that term before?
Shush it. I need you to shush.
I'm a drink. Okay.
You drink.
Okay.
I've never heard the term shopping the perimeter in my life, and it makes so much sense.
You never heard shopping the perimeter before?
I've never heard shopping the perimeter before.
You can look it up.
Yeah, it makes all the sense because all of the, preservatives and all that kind of stuff is all, the packet, the cans. I mean, canned goods has value.
Absolutely.
If it goes down,
Yeah.
you want to have some canned goods.
Sometimes I need a tomato paste.
Yeah, there you go.
Garbanzo beans.
Yeah.
Kidney
I make my
beans,
chili,
northern beans.
canned beans.
Yeah.
I use canned beans when I make my chili and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's fire. I get it. I appreciate it, yo.
Shop the perimeter of the store. You get the freshest items.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
you don't really need, if you maintain spices, if you get fresh herbs, all that stuff, you don't need to go to those middle aisles. I don't eat pasta.
Mm-hmm.
We don't eat rice.
I
really.
ain't gonna lie, I miss spaghetti. I made
you zucchini spaghetti. What are you talking about?
That's different, baby.
I know.
That's not
But we don't need that processed food.
I miss spaghetti. That pasta. I used to make that for me and Taj. It lasted about 3 or 4 days until it got bigger and spaghetti lasted like one day.
I don't make pasta.
Yeah, man.
You can
I don't
have
know.
some of the palm.
Oh, what is it
Hearts of-
called?
Hearts of
Palm,
Palm.
yo. You
Yeah.
introduced me to stuff I had never heard of. Shit's crazy, yo. So yeah, shout out to Wilma. All that to say that. Shout out to Wilma.
Yes.
Shout out to you. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
I appreciate it. It's a different way of living. I appreciate it for sure.
Yes.
How you doing over there, man? We doing good?
This pet is good.
We barely touched on anything. We touched on community for a quick second, but I think we'll talk more about that on Sensory Sunday.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that'll be fun, man. So it might be a small gathering tomorrow night. We shoot on Saturdays if y'all didn't know. And but I think it'll be fun.
Cool.
Building this community is about to be fun.
I'm looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to meeting folks.
Meet and greet sounds crazy. That is dope.
Yeah.
That's a great idea, man. That's a great location for us. We'll talk to them about that. We'll figure that out. And then all the other stuff we're working on. Hopefully you guys get to hear about it soon.
Yeah, it's coming.
Need to get some more cameras and microphones so we can have guests.
Woo!
I'll say this. She made me. I had to cut out what I said, but we're gonna have a faceted, multi-purpose studio in this little small room. We're gonna make this space work.
Yes.
Which was the plan to begin with, but it elevated a couple days ago.
Yes, it did.
All right, so this good stuff, man.
So this week, on the interwebs,
Gossip time.
Let's talk about gossip time. Gabrielle Union did an interview where she mentioned that she is constantly grinding, constantly working. She has this fear of being broke, and that her and Dwayne Wade split their bills 50-50.
Right.
And woo, some tables were shaking.
The
People,
interwebs.
the black woman delegation, all kinds of things were going on. But you have to realize, like, she makes a considerable amount of money.
Right.
She's married to a gentleman who is a former NBA player. And it's brought up discussions about households, finances, relationships, because there's the thought or the mindset in some families that the man should be the provider and take care of and pay for and pay all the bills and do all these things, where she's making this statement as a successful black woman in a successful marriage that she and her husband split the bills 50-50.
Right.
And child,
People have problems with it.
You would have thought she said that he made her bleach her hair blonde. I don't know. But I mean, I get it. It's a shock for people, but everyone's financial situation is different. You cannot equate your life to that of a Hollywood movie star, top earning black woman in film compared to us regular folks.
Not only is everyone's financial situation different, people, the way people approach life is different, right? So some people feed into the narratives that are fed to them. They chew it right up. They eat it right up, right? About who's supposed to be doing what. It's no blanket way of doing things.
No, there isn't.
There's no blanket way of doing things. So if splitting the bills 50-50 works for them, if that's what they want to do, then that's fine. That doesn't say that he is making her do that, or that she, doesn't want to do it, or whatever. It doesn't say anything but that's what works for them. And that's what people seem to not understand that.
I think a lot of folks, particularly in the black community, are failing to realize that in many households, the woman is the breadwinner.
A zillion times over. It happens all the time.
All the time. So in many instances, the women are earning more and are taking on more of the lion's share of the bills because of the financial dynamics in the household.
Right. If I hooked up with Oprah somehow,
Shout out to Stedman.
Shout out to Stedman. You know what I'm saying? Stedman, you know what I'm saying? Listen, man, you gotta show up. But listen, you know what I mean? Let me use a better example. What's my homegirl? What's my girl's name? Sports
Martha.
Illustrated? If I hooked up with Martha, right? No, Martha.
Martha is $1 billion industry.
Can you imagine the baby named Martha in 2023? But anyway, if I hooked up with Martha, who do you think gonna be paying the mortgage? Martha. What are you talking about? She's a billionaire or a millionaire, whatever it is. And then here I am at whatever my salary is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say on air.
Right.
But not that it's chump change, but it's chump change compared to that.
Right.
If that's what we worked out, then that's what we worked out. Like, what's the expectations? We live in the hills in California. You think I'm gonna pay the fucking mortgage here? What are you talking about?
Right.
I can't.
Yeah,
So,
right.
people, it all depends on the situation.
So, okay. Two folds for this. People have to have realistic conversations about their financial status and with their significant others. The expectations, maybe meeting with a financial planner, maybe, just having those real conversations about responsibilities. But in this day and age, with the salary parameters being many times flipped and women are the higher earners, particularly in the Black communities where women are higher degreed, higher wage earners, all these things. Yeah, I don't know.
It's just going to work out that way.
It's just going to work out that way.
You know
And
what I mean?
50-50, I mean, if you guys are making primarily the same amount, what is the big deal? Not saying, and let me say this, because I've been in a situation where there was a time in the start of my career where I was married and my spouse was earning almost 3 times as much as me at the beginning of my career.
Yeah.
At the beginning of my career, that was about the salary. And then by the end of our marriage, we were probably earning about the same.
Right.
Over the time, the progression of my career and salary earnings. The expectations, because I remember meeting with a financial planner then and talking about the seesaw and well, because you only make this, then you should be responsible for blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And you still need to be able to live and do what you need to do and pay your individual bills and all those kind of things. So you have to have those conversations, but you have to be realistic.
No doubt.
About what your household, but for the folks who are looking for no matter what, the man just needs to pay for everything.
Right.
It's just like, right now, 2023, is that really realistic?
Look, I was watching, speaking of the Joe Budden podcast, right? Which is my favorite podcast, which really is actually the only podcast that I watch.
Wow, considering I watch like 4 other podcasts.
Yeah, that's the only one that I really watch. Some of the, $1 million worth of, I don't watch them. Drink camps every now and then. You know what I'm saying? Depends on the guest or whatever.
What's
That's not
the
really a
dude-
podcast, but
What's the dude? What's the dudes in the barbershop? You watch them?
Math Hopper every now and then. But
Yeah.
consistently, 2 days a week,
Yes, I know,
I'm
2
watching
days
Joe
a day.
Budden podcast.
And then what's his name?
The only consistent podcast that I'm
Yes.
watching is the Joe Budden podcast.
Okay.
And besides ours.
Shout out to Noriega.
Right. Shout out to Nori, man. I love, you know what I'm saying? But what I was getting to is that they had one episode where Parks randomly, I don't know if it was randomly, but Parks mentioned that he and his wife split things 50-50.
I think I remember that.
And the crew gave him a hard time about it. Now, whether it was potting or serious, whatever, it doesn't matter. But on the show, they gave him a hard time about it. And he was like, she wanted that. That's what she asked for. She
I remember
wanted
him
to do
saying
that.
I remember him
So I
saying
had
that.
let her do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So who knows what the deal is, what the case is, what the scenario is. From the outside, we judge. You know what I'm saying? But you need to mind your business.
Okay, so what are your feelings on it? Because you said you had some strong feelings about it when I
Well-
brought it to you on Monday.
Well, I have strong feelings about people having a problem with it because specifically Black women having a problem with it because you have these 2 narratives going parallel that shouldn't be parallel. One is this whole independence shit. But then
I
you
am
have
independent.
then on the same running parallel to that is the man should be taking care of every fucking thing. You can't have both of them. I don't need this, and I should, equal and all this other shit. So how can you have both of those running parallel to each other at the same fucking time?
I mean, I think it's a lot of just misinformation. And also maybe a lot of people who aren't earning as much as they're spending.
Well, that, of course, shit.
Like, you have to limit your debts. You can't be out here with every Louis and all of these things and then you can't be out here balling out of control, buying all this stuff and not contributing to your household.
But yes, I agree with you 1,000%. And that it lends to a mentality, right? There's a mentality here that's at play. So that's a whole other mentality right there. You know what I'm saying? But then there's this mentality that the same people arguing that, women, I don't need this and I don't need that and I can do it on my own, and women's rights and women are equal and we should get the same pay and all this other shit, which there's some validity to some of those arguments.
Because women make 60 cents on the dollar compared to men.
Like I said, there's validity in a lot of those arguments. Then at the same time, you're saying that when she's paying 50, that you're barking at it, that she shouldn't be doing that. He should be taking care of everything. Well, what the fuck should it be? That's my question. What the hell should it be?
I think that
why should the man be taking care of everything? Why?
It's an old
right.
It's an old antiquated theory. Now, if the woman is the housemaker at home and the husband is the breadwinner, she's home taking care of the children, then I think the answer is pretty clear.
How rare is that these days? I don't know. I don't know the statistics and the numbers.
I don't know.
How rare is that in our community?
I don't know, because every woman that I know got a job and a hustle.
People out here getting it. What are we talking about?
And maybe one or two side hustles.
Right.
So I don't know. I think
connect on a higher level. Fuck the money.
Yeah.
We didn't have a conversation about what you do or what I do or how much money it brings in. We didn't have this conversation. We've never had this conversation. I found out how much money you make annually, and I think vice versa, when we talked to a financial advisor together after we were already married. We never said, how much do you make? How much do I make? And all this other dumb shit that don't fucking matter when you connecting with someone on a universal level.
Oh my gosh. That's true. I didn't.
I'm not concerned with that.
I didn't.
No,
care. Because I have my own bills and I pay my own shit, and because I've got kids and I've got responsibilities.
You know why you didn't care, Trina?
I didn't care.
You know why you didn't care?
Why?
Because I can come to your house, walk through the door, and say hi. You say hi to me, and I look at you and say, "What's going on?"
That's true. You did that a couple.
All right, because we connect on a deeper level. It's not about fucking money.
Are you gonna pay for my Lipo 360?
Hey man, we worked that out.
I was just checking.
I just throwing it
out there.
We worked that out. You know what I'm saying? Lipo 360. I'm getting it. You get my Drake abs.
No, but that's crazy.
But not to go crazy here, but
we did meet with a financial planner. And yeah, we did.
At that moment is when we found out how much you make and how much I make.
And we was married.
We're already married. It's not important. It's you know what I'm saying? Look, we worked our little, we started working through our bills and shit like that, and how we want to pay things and whatnot. And it's like, look, as me just being who I am, not as a man, but just who I am, it's like, all right, we're gonna take care of these things, and some things I'm just not gonna you don't need to worry about these things.
Yeah, because I'd be asking a question like, what about the Verizon bill? You be like,
right. Like, some things you just don't have to worry about.
But what about the electric bill? You like,
right.
but what about, because when you're coming from a state of being a single mom, living alone, and being responsible for all these bills by yourself, your mindset is already clicking on all these bills. Like, I gotta pay this, I gotta pay this. It's running down the list, and it was like this exhale moment of, wait, oh, okay. Because remember I asked you, Remember, like the next month, like I think it was like January or something. I was like, well, what about the whatever? You was just like,
There's things that you just you don't have to worry about.
okay,
And that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
look, come on, man. So, connect on a deeper level, y'all. Like, stop. I'm not gonna tell you what to stop doing. You keep doing whatever the hell you want to do, but I'm giving you advice. It's like consider connecting on a deeper level and consider getting off of that surface level of money driving everything.
It's rough because a single mom and a single woman many times is struggling to stay above water. You're doing so much just to stay above water.
Mm-hmm.
You're juggling so many things, so many activities. Your money is coming in. The cash flow is here. It's there. And I've had conversations with friends and they're like, well, they were married and they were in situations with a partner that maybe wasn't disclosing or maybe as honest as, they just weren't disclosing. And it was a problem, because if your partner isn't forthcoming and you're coming to the table and y'all are trying to like build something and you can't build something with someone who's not forthcoming.
Those are not the women that's out here talking about all this shit. You know who the women are who talking about all this dumb shit? The chicks going to Brazil to get their asses done. Those are the chicks that's talking about all this dumb shit. Those women right there, they're not out here talking about all this dumb shit or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because that's their situation and that's valid what you're saying.
Yeah, for the BBL chicks, I don't envy you. I'm with you.
Right.
But I mean, I just think that in the reality of life today, we have degrees. We have multiple degrees. I have a degree. I have an advanced degree. I have a career. I've had a career now of 19 years. And I've worked very hard to build this career. And if I'm having a partnership with my partner, we're working together towards common goals. If we're splitting shit 50-50, we're splitting shit 50-50.
If that works for the household,
It works for the
and brings
household.
success to everybody, then
Then
who
that's
cares?
fine. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, I make this amount and oh, you make that amount, but you need to pay for everything and I'm going to keep all my money.
Guess what? For those people out there,
Where
right?
they do that
When
at?
you do that, when you do that, all right, well, you make this much and boom, 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 you should be doing A, B, and C, right? Because you make this much, right? And when you blow up in your hustle and all of a sudden now you make more than his ass makes,
Oh, Lord Jesus.
are you coming back to the table?
No.
Are you coming back to the table? Oh, I make more now, so I should be paying more? No, his ass still should be paying.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like those
it's
conversations.
very unrealistic in the spaces that I move with, the women that I know and move with. We are successful. We are accomplished, and many women in my friend circle and even outside of my friend circles who are just associates, successful, accomplished. They've got side hustles plus a mean salary. Like the realistic conversations, especially if you're working with a financial planner, no, the husband isn't paying for everything. Shit, childcare alone is making y'all split the bill.
Yo, so shout out to us being out of childcare.
We ain't got no kids. We ain't got no kids. We ain't got no kids.
Listen, you got grown up.
I got a dog.
They still
who
hit
costs,
me. Todd still hit me in my pocket. You said what the
I
dog?
got a dog who costs a lot.
He
He
got a couple
costs
dollars.
$50 a month for his insurance, about $100 a month for food, snacks, and other things.
And guess who ain't sharing half of that?
I pay that. Shit.
I'm sure I make it up in other ways.
I love him. Yo. I love him. And happy birthday to Beans today. Happy birthday, Beans. He's laying
those
under the bed.
all celebrate birthdays.
He's
What are you
7
talking about?
today.
7 years
He's
old.
older than all of us.
Old
My baby is older than all of us today. Happy birthday, Beans.
Beans,
He's
man.
just laying down there.
Yo, man, great conversation. I got a little hype. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
I think we both got a little hype.
Both got a
today.
little hype at different times. We're a
Listen. But
little
no,
tipsy.
really, I think that this whole conversation about finances and money in 2023, if you're in a healthy relationship with your partner where y'all are disclosing everything, and you're looking at what I make versus what you make and what we bring. Oh Lord, I hate the phrase "bring to the table" because that's some bullshit.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, that phrase.
It's one of those phrases.
When you're all coming together and you're working together as a unit and you're progressing, I believe that this whole the whole idea that the man should pay for everything, it's particularly outdated.
Yeah, it just really depends on the situation.
It depends on the situation.
If the man's demanding that his wife stays home and take care of the kids, then he should be paying everything.
Guess what, player?
you understand what I'm saying?
Paying.
If the man says, no, I don't want you to go to college to further advance your career
First
or
of all,
advance yourself.
why are you gonna tell me that you don't want me to go to college
Listen,
to further my career?
Don't even go there because there's
'cause
some
you're
men
not
out there with
gonna
this mentality. And there may be some women
Miss
who
me with the
and there may be a woman there with that person that says, okay, well, if I'm not going to go advance my career and so on and so forth, or go get my master's degree, then you pay the fucking bills if you don't want me to further my career. Like, there's situations where it is what it is. Like, if the man's demanding things, or if the woman might be demanding some things. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? There's cases where the woman's demanding shit and the guy stay home. Okay, well, then, guess who's paying the bills?
Okay. Can we talk about scammers?
Oh man, we got
Shout out to the scammers.
Closing out
Shout
on
out
scammers.
to the social media scammers who are getting called up on fraud charges and being extradited to the
Y'all
United
crazy.
States. There's a Ghanaian woman who was extradited from London to the United States for scamming the man for scamming
Lonely
American men in upwards of $2 million. She was saying that they were married. She was saying that they were in a relationship, and she had a network of things.
How the hell you married somebody?
Y'all married in Ghana? In
Someone
Ghana,
you never met.
Hey, I don't know, but either way, there was a gentleman who sent her $88,000, and when I looked at her, she had like the boom pow. She was. She had been somewhere, had
Snatched.
some work with the Balenciaga bag. She was living her best life.
She was snatched.
And I was just like, wow, these scams are still happening on social media.
Scammers still scamming.
Scammers are still scamming, and you got to give it up for the girls, because the girls are out here selling dreams to folks and getting paid.
Whoa.
I'm sorry.
Shout out. Hold up. Black man delegation. Don't worry about it. I got this covered. Wait a minute. We are celebrating scammers? Black women scammers? We celebrating scammers?
I'm not celebrating scammers, but I'm like, you got to use what you got to get what you want. If these dudes are up here dumb enough to send millions of dollars to a woman,
no,
come on,
I'm not letting that ride. All right, fuck the double standard shit. All right, you out here taking advantage of people who are in a vulnerable state, whether you're a man or a woman, then that is frowned upon.
Listen, you got to pay to play. You know, some women charge.
You say you got to pay to play?
You know, some women charge just to have a conversation. Cash at me $40 if you want to text me.
I do understand that.
I seen that. I was shocked. Like, wait, that's a thing? Like, you charge for conversation
you know what?
now.
Shout out to Netflix. I'm gonna need to start seeing some women documentaries of them scamming lonely American men into giving up their $88,000 for her to go get her body snatched up.
Her body
I want to see some documentaries.
Snatched.
There's so many double standards out here.
Well, what is the double standard?
The double standard that we would never celebrate a man doing this to a woman.
There have been men who've done it. We watched the video.
It's horrible.
We watched a man do it.
The Nigerian princess is horrible. It's all trash.
The Nigerian princess been sending, I'm a prince, and if I send you this thing in email, it's black money or something, and you can send this back to me. All these shit. They've been sending emails.
You know,
to folks.
You know what the sad part?
These women are on Instagram, and these lonely American men are reaching out to them because they think they're so beautiful, and they want to talk to them and be with them.
You know what the saddest part about this is? That the black woman delegation is going to support you in this. The black woman delegation, I'm going to need y'all to step it up.
What you mean?
You are celebrating
And she got a few trips.
Women. Excuse me. Y'all see this shit? This shit is horrible.
And she got a few trips.
This is my wife.
She got her boobs done. She got her waist snatched. She's got Balenciaga bags.
Selling pipe dreams.
Selling pipe dreams. Hey, it ain't tricking if you got it.
That doesn't actually fit this, but you know what? We're gonna let that ride. I like it. Content is king. We're gonna let that ride.
Seriously, if I'm on Instagram and you are in my DMs and you think that we in a relationship and I ask you for money and you send it, what am I doing wrong?
Well, according to U.S. law, there's actually a crime committed somewhere in there because the chick you were talking about has been extradited to the U.S. to face charges.
I know. I'm just like, wow, boo boo. You had to get a better network so you didn't get busted.
You know what time it is right now? It is time for this.
Hey, all right. Episode 30.
Episode 30.
Hey, we are here and we ain't going nowhere. Say we are here and we ain't going nowhere. Where's Brunch Podcast? Where's Brunch Podcast? Where's Brunch Podcast?
We ain't going nowhere.
Podcast?
The seafoam.
Yes.
Yo, man, appreciate you.
I appreciate you. You
Great pod.
sexy
Great pod.
thing.
Thank you, man. I love you. I love you.
Wait, hold on. And as
Hey,
always,
hey.
please like.
I love you.
I love you.
We were supposed to say this in the beginning, huh? We were supposed
I
to say that.
was. Please like, follow, comment, share on our streaming platforms on Instagram and YouTube. We appreciate you.
If you didn't listen to this all the way through, I'm gonna stop short of calling you an idiot. But I'm just saying, man.
This was
This
fun.
is one for the books right here.
Oh my gosh, episode 30.
Episode 30. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you more.
Great
the
show.
vision, the key grip guy.
Hey,
Hey,
you having a couple of great ideas this weekend, so we're gonna work on those.
let's execute.
Everybody, we'll see y'all next week, right?
Yes, and happy birthday, Beans.
Oh Lord,
It's his 7th birthday.
y'all be good, man.
Later.